Today we're going to be exploring dead gmod servers. You know, it's liminal spaces. My muse for this video idea was mostly a guy named Redline. He's made a few exploring dead games videos. I would recommend his channel. Go check it out. This first server that we're going into is a Halo roleplay server. This one had a lot to download. It took probably over 20 minutes for me to load into, but I will say it was worth it. Oh. Funk tank train. I have hands. I'm not sure this was quite how Halo worked, but there were random portals everywhere on the ship, and they would lead to random places. The first place that I found in these portals was some sort of tundra biome, where there was just, it was almost like the Arctic. It's like there's a skybox. I eventually found my way into a random bunker where I'm guessing people would battle each other and roleplay, you know, being aliens. And going through this bunker, all I found was that it was empty and quite eerie. It was very dark. Is that like the sun coming up? What am I looking at? After returning to the spaceship, I decided to explore a little bit more. I figured there was probably a lot to see, including some amazing bathrooms. Very useless. I eventually found myself in a cafeteria that I teleported to, with no doorways of any sort, so the only way to get in was teleportation, which seems a little sketchy in my opinion. What if it goes wrong? What if one day the teleporter doesn't work? How do they get out? I don't think I actually fully explored the ship that I was on, because I mean, quite frankly, I was getting bored at one point, but it was just so huge. Like, I explored as much as I could, but it was just giant empty rooms. Eventually, I found my way into a pod of some sort and was utterly pooped out of the ship onto what I assume was an alien planet. Oh! Where the frick am I? I'm guessing this is all Battleground. What? Why do I have that? The laughing cheese. It almost felt like I was at the end of some sort of horrible event where just everyone died and I was somehow the only one remaining and there was no hope of any sort. So with that being said, let's move on to the next server. This one was a Triple T map, a Trouble in Terrorist Town one. Of course, I couldn't start the game, so all I could do was float around. I found a gun that simply said it was huge, which is indiscriminate. I don't know what that means. I also found a little skybox with the names of the people who made the map. I thought that was kind of cool, I don't know. Lieutenant McNugget. The towers in the background were definitely a little creepy in the black void. I eventually found a tunnel within the tunnel that led to a complete different area of the map. It was kind of cool. It was like, oh, there's a completely different location here. Our next server was an SCP-themed one, and this one honestly surprised me when I first got into it. SCPP. I immediately noticed at the imprisonment area that there was a giant wall of errors, so I was very drawn to that area, of course. Come to find out, it was a little, like, mining zone. Like, you could mine minerals. There was an NPC there that could, like, sell you tools. You could get key cards, I guess? It was very strange. It's like, this is SCP Containment Breach, we're not playing Minecraft right now, I'm not sure. It seemed to be at the time some sort of way to get the players to stay on and continue to try to grind. There was a vending machine at one point that was screaming at me, and it was a Joker-themed one. I thought that was kind of weird and interesting. I hear voices. I thought there was actually somebody on the server for a moment, but come to find out, no, I was still very much alone. Oh. It's the vending machines talking. I found a room completely filled with marble on the walls and random spotlights. I wasn't really sure what that was supposed to be. After finding a good enough key card, I was able to explore a little bit more of the facility. And at one point I did come into contact with SCP-173s? containment area. He apparently escaped because I didn't really see him. I guess there really wasn't any NPCs at all on this server besides the mining dude. There wasn't really much else I could do on this server, so I decided, you know, I was getting bored. So I moved on to a title that I had seen on gmod servers for a while that I was very confused by, called Dark Roleplay. It includes people of questionable morals doing questionable things for the thrill of the player. So I guess it's kind of like a Grand Theft Auto sort of server. Froze, big froze, oh big froze. Check out the server rules here, coming soon. Yeah, I don't think anything's coming soon, buddy. I was immediately met by very disturbing player models that I decided to go check out because as much as I was afraid of them, they made me curious. You see that? That's the look of a money launderer. I wouldn't imagine him to look any different. I yet again found another mining area, so I guess mining is a common theme on gmod servers and I just never knew about it. I found a tiny little hatchet. I hate chess. I hate chess. I hate chairs. I hate ATMs. I'm not sure how I got money to buy it, but I guess there may be like a starter pack that is supposed to entice you to continue playing on their server. It clearly didn't work because nobody's on it, but you know, I was happy to have an axe, I guess. It was clear to me that this server was very much so well abandoned because there were doors that apparently you could purchase with your money in the game, which I assume meant that you could own the buildings, but none of the buildings had any supplies or any stuff inside of them, clearly telling me that nobody was here. None of the doors were owned by anybody. I eventually decided to purchase some for no reason other than to leave my own mark on this forgotten server. This is my door. I just cut down a city tree. I think that's illegal. $1. Cool breeze. I eventually did find the mine, and it was located in a strange sewer. The sewer just kind of kept going down into the earth until I found like a big square room with just goop. In the little building inside, you could purchase doors, but I was wondering to myself, like, why would anyone want to live in a sewer? It seems kind of like there was better options. Going back to the beach, I found a satellite on a dock and sent it floating into the air. It acted as if it was in space, even though it was clearly on planet Earth. I was very confused by why this happened or why there was a satellite on the dock in general. I don't think that's how that works. After swimming for a while, I found an island with a modern, I guess, house on it. At this point, the landscape was becoming very obscure, and I eventually decided that I was done with this server. Payday. I wish I received $45 every, I don't know, 10 minutes. Alright, I've saved the best one for last. I found a series of servers under the title of School of Magic. This was by far the funniest and most impressive map I have seen out of all of these. And it was a Hogwarts map. So the first thing I had to do was title my character. It was a very important thing. But munch. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Buttmunker. Wait, Buttmunker. Knack name. Smelly. After giving myself the very well-deserved title of Buttmunkner Smelly, I entered Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley. Oh, we're going somewhere else now. Okay. Whoa. Holy moly. Everything was in German, so I was very racist the whole time, so please forgive me on that offense. Is die Bank offen? Cool. Dank. It seemed as though the sound effect of the doors wasn't working, so it was just scaring me with weird white noise every single time I would open a door. These buildings? What was that? Oh, frick. Oh. I thought I was trapped in here. That was so scary. I never really realized just how terrifying Harry Potter was until I entered the toy shop, or I guess it was the I don't know what it is. Oh God. This is terrifying. Entering the bank was surreal. It was mostly quiet, but all the goblin dudes were still like working and doing their thing. It just seemed like they were lifeless animatronics. This is massive. It is like eerily silent though. After all this, I found a man in a bar who was in deep turmoil. Oh no, what's happened? He's sleeping. Wanted dead or alive for creating this map. Use caution. I found this map stolen. I don't know enough about Harry Potter. What? The most liminal space I think I came across as I was playing was something called the Atrium. It was filled with greens and reds and purples, and there was a giant statue in the middle of the room. I wasn't really sure what I was looking at. It seemed like any NPCs that were left on the server were just left in complete agony, because I found many of them just flip-flopping around. Let's calm down. I don't know if I want to go to school here. But monketer smelly. I love it. This is great. This is the best thing ever. Am I gonna flirt? Hogsmeade. Oh, gosh. Oh my. Real estate salesman. Okay, but Monkner Smelly is not capable of real estate. I then decided to play Clocks by Coldplay on the piano, because I couldn't figure out how to get off of it, even though it clearly said to press tab right underneath. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no. Butterbeer coffer. I then came across a church with a bunch of lifeless characters from Harry Potter. It was very creepy, to say the least. Never seen these two sit to have a good conversation before. But I still decided to give them a sermon because everybody deserves a chance, right? Hello, today I want to talk about Jesus. I think he's pretty alright. I think we should give him a try. Honestly. I'm glad that you're listening. No one else seems to be. I then came across the train station in hopes of figuring out how to get to Hogwarts. Wait, isn't this just me?
And the ones that do arrive, they never leave. You never see them go. They're always full. No one ever gets on, but they're always departing, but they never arrive.
I don't know why that was so funny. Just for it to flip around and for it to be the same person. After entering through some sort of graveyard-looking thing, it apparently led to Hogwarts, so I was finally able to explore the thing that I had been waiting, the thing that I've been so wanting to see. I was honestly astonished by how accurate Hogwarts was. Like, it really did feel like I was in the movie, honestly, except it was a very low poly version of the movie, and I was butt Monkner stinky, so like it wasn't quite the same, but it was good enough. Unbox. Ah! Hello, Pumpkin Man. Bertie Bot. Tony Comcock Coom. A true legend. This place is huge. This is so cool. Hi. I don't remember that. There was a random pumpkin god sitting outside of the castle. I wasn't sure how to defeat him because all I had was my hands, but... Oh no! Kill him. Oh, I gotta go, man. He may have been there because of a Halloween update or something and they never took him out. I was just gonna let him be. I finished off my exploration at the Grand Staircase. Oh, this is super cool. It was late at night and I had work in the morning, so I wasn't going to explore too much longer, but I definitely had seen more than enough of this server to be satisfied. Jump. Ah! Thanks so much for watching this. If you made it to the end, I love you. Gosh, you're the best. Thank you. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Bye-bye.